Dear students, in this module, we are going to discuss the stratification in Pakistani society based on social classes. So, as you know, that societies are separated or societies are divided into different stratum, and each party has different access to power. Like, for example, economic, cultural, religious interests exist between different classes, and each one of them tend to compete to get on to the higher position. So, society is divided into the hierarchical structures due to these stratifications and certain stratified positions in the society. So, if we talk about the social class, we generally classify the society or the people in the society into three major classes. So, let's see that what are the characteristics of the upper class. So, upper class has the higher level of income. The more uh, the wealth you own, the more the property you own, the higher your class would be. So, highly paid professionals or more earning businessmen are the part of upper social class. They live in the luxurious places of the country. And if we have a rough estimation, it has the upper class is almost 1 to 2% of the lucky people of the total population. For example, if Pakistan has more than 220 million people, there might be 100,000 or maybe 200,000 uh, lucky people who can belong to the upper class elite, and they can enjoy the luxurious life or the amenities of life, whatever possible choices are available to make the life possibly luxurious or happy on planet Earth. So that becomes one of the motivating factors that we always tend to be part of that exceptional, limited, or maybe exceptional class. So they include the top management of the country, business tycoons, the high status leaderships, or maybe media celebrities or sports celebrities. So here you will see caricature of the upper class or maybe elite class, particularly Pakistani elite class, who can have a very conspicuous lifestyle, very luxurious or very entertaining lifestyle. Then we have the middle class. It has the possibility of highest social mobility. Why? Because the middle class is, first of all, higher in proportion as compared to the other social stratum of the population. And number two, it has the greater probability of including sometimes from the lower strata people to the middle class, or uh, also from middle class to the higher class, and vice versa. And some people may lose their higher class or upper class status and they can get back to the middle class. So they live comfortably as compared to the poor class, financially lower than the upper class, obviously. However, they are not in the very extreme or difficult position or situation as compared to the poor class. So, norms are similar to the poor class due to the recent switching to the middle class. So, they are a kind of a bridge or a representative of the whole social, whole society, or rather the culture of the society. Uh, they are roughly considered the 28% of the total population of Pakistan, middle class, because almost 70% of the population in Pakistan is considered to be from the poor class. So, here is the glimpse of the impact on average family budget of the middle class, that with the monthly income, if we really want to have a demarcation of the middle class, that can roughly have the budget of between the 70,000 to 180,000 rupees per month. So you would see that this middle class, interestingly, spends much of their budget on the kitchen, on house rent, health and education, income tax, and transportation. And then we have the working class, which is considered lowest in the social strata. The rate of deviance or the crime rate is pretty much higher as compared to other classes. And then there is a greater propensity of the lower class to be indulged into the antisocial activities like the drug addiction, narcotics, or other petty or maybe street crimes as well. And they are having the lack of long term planning in the way, because they lack the adequate resources. Not only the adequate resources, but they also have very less available options of survival. So whatever is available to them, they are trying to uh, they are trying to they're trying to start their lives, and they are trying to avoid being prey to the poverty. So unemployment or is very high. They usually are either unemployed or underemployed, or maybe for the shorter term. So they do not have the job security as well. So 70% of population of Pakistani population is unfortunately is living in this class. So they are either the working class or living in a very destitute situation. So here is the glimpse of children from the working class.